All right, y'all. It's Saturday. Smackdown was last night. I'm in my kitchen, so you know what that means. We're going to talk about Smackdown. And boy, do we have a lot to talk about. It was a jam-packed show. So they started off the night, of course, teasing the whole Rock, Cody, Seth Rollins, what's going to happen. Roman Reigns, sorry, my hair is a mess today. Just deal with it, please. So they teased that like throughout the show, right? And I was like, they're either going to do it at the 9 o'clock hour or they're going to do it at the very end. Of course, it came at the very end of the show. So in between that, we had a couple of interesting matches. Now, we started, of course, with Logan Paul coming out. I mean, he does the heel well. I'll say that. I don't know about the prime in the middle of the ring. It's kind of obnoxious. Yes, I know they do at UFC things. I find it obnoxious there. I'm finding this obnoxious. Let's see how long this lasts. I'm not sure if it was just for angle or they really are doing this legit long term. So I found it kind of like distracting, obnoxious. Personally, just me. Love the Randy Orton spot. I love Randy Orton. I think everyone's happy he's back. I think watching that bio, if you haven't seen the A&E bio about him, go watch that. That was great. But, great spot. We know he's coming after Logan Paul. And then, of course, we had Kevin Owens come out. They had that match. Interesting. And I don't know with timing or what's going on because, again, like we had this on Raw too where like Austin Theory and like him and Grayson Waller did not get their entrance shown on TV. They are doing this weird thing where they're not showing a lot of the entrances, and I'm kind of like, I don't know if it's a timing issue or it's a like planning. It was planned that way. I don't know, but I found it odd personally, because they were just like outside the ring. Like, how did they get there? I was kind of confused by it. Anyways, I digress. Good match. I mean, I just don't know what they're doing with Austin and Waller. Quite honestly, I'm just kind of confused by them. They're turning into these lackeys. I don't know. Maybe that's their role, but I'm just kind of like, I don't really care about them that much anymore. Like the whole thing with the brass knucks. Thought it was interesting because I think you constantly with Kevin and. I think in general with Randy Orton, like how long is he going to stay a good guy? Like there's always this like little edginess of like, is he going to turn against someone? So I found that whole angle interesting. The whole thing with, I'm going to like go to the different fractions now. So the whole thing with like the Latin, they did the whole thing about Rey Mysterio coming back. That was great. The match, the stuff with Dragon Lee in the background, I'm like, I don't know. I just don't care that much about most of the characters in those groups. So I'm just feel like it's filler, and that's fine. Maybe they'll make me care more. I do love Selena Vega. We do know that. But Zelina, I love her. I think she's great, but I feel like she's getting lost in the shuffle. And then, of course, we have the whole Final Testament. Yeah, Final Testament. That's Karrion Kross's thing. A good match. I mean, I like Bobby Lashley. I think Bobby Lashley's good. I don't think he's a great talker, but I think he's great in the ring. That's just my opinion of him. But again, like I don't understand why they're going after Bobby and the Street Profits. I'm so confused by that. Someone needs to flesh out why these groups hate each other in that case, because I don't truly understand why I should care about either one of them, because I don't know what's wrong. I don't know why they're mad at each other. That's just my thing. In other news, though, can we just talk about how she slays? Like, I mean, I was not... Scarlett is just gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And I just, I want to know where she buys all her clothes. I want to know who does her ring gear. I just want to know everything. I think she's beautiful. And you just can't help but look at her when she's on screen. But yeah, I don't know why I should care about the factions at all in those cases. Okay. Then we had the girls match. Like I said, Tiff is growing on me. Tiffy Time's growing on me. But again, I think I need to hear her do more promos because I don't really get the character totally yet. Great in the ring, just totally don't. And that's because I didn't watch NXT, and I totally get that. And people are gonna be like, "You, if you watched NXT," I just don't. I'm sorry. So I need you to make me care about her now that she's there and she's on TV so much. That's just me. All right. So then let's talk about the thing everyone wants to talk about. I'm gonna kind of ignore the Dragon Lee match. It was good, but again, I'm confused why I care about these factions. All right. Loved Cody and Seth coming in through the crowd. Loved it. My husband had a unique perspective on this, and I'll just like to share it because I think it's interesting, which is, Roman comes out with his whole posse and Paul and whatever. And my husband's like, if they're family, why doesn't The Rock come out with them? So I thought that was an interesting little comment. Again, my husband doesn't watch wrestling, so I find his comments the most interesting because he's coming in with kind of like fresh eyes, right? So yeah, they do their entrance. The Rock comes out. He does his little thing. Holy, like, building up his entrance, though. That thing was a freaking production. They're trying to make, I always like, my gold standard of entrances will always be Undertaker entrances. If you know there was something about a dead man entrance back in the day that was just like next level, and they're really building up The Rock's entrance like that. And and then of course Cody and Seth come in through the crowd. I was surprised no one made a comment because it was very Shield-esque, and I kind of like that about it because I kind of like that playing into it, but really much like being the people's true champion and coming in through the crowd and signing autographs and it's so Cody. It's just great. Seth's promo. Dude came to play with that promo. He did a great job. And for the first time ever, and I don't know, I would have to go back and watch it again. Everyone looks small next to The Rock. Roman Reigns looks small next to The Rock. Cody looks small next to The Rock. How they shot that, he really was in his face, and I felt like he was giving that energy of, I'm going to take you out. I personally really, really enjoyed that part of the segment. Thought Seth's promos have been on fire lately, and this was another one that was for sure on fire. And then of course, the whole thing about, I thought this slip up, and now I'm wondering, they're not inducting Dusty, he's still in AEW. They're not inducting him anytime soon, but I thought that little slip up was interesting about his brother. I love Goldust. I was a Goldust, I watched Goldust as a kid, so I just have an affinity for him in general. That's just me though. But yeah, the slap. I was kind of shocked how quickly they went off after the slap. I don't know if they were trying to do the whole thing even the commentators don't know what to say or do about what he just did. But I saw the copyright come up, and I was kind of could you even just say something? I don't know. I just felt like I needed the commentators to give a little bow on that. But other than that, yeah, that's what happens when you mess with someone's dog and family. Go Cody. We all know I'm a Cody crybaby, so I was happy to see him get a lick in, and can't wait to see what he says on Raw now, right? That's the part of this cliffhanger. He's gonna have to talk about this on Raw, and I'm here for it on the road to WrestleMania. And yeah, so those are my hot takes on SmackDown. Good show, packed a lot in the 2 hours, and like I said, I just like some of these other factions that are coming out. I just really would like to know why I should care about them. That's all. All right. Those are my hot takes. Talk to you all soon. Bye for now.